Yeah, you know what it is. It's the mayor Magavis, the mayor Matt Gates, J366. We them true patriots. Yeah, gang.
Patriots stand tall, blood's all on the walls. We're not backing down. Matt Gates is making us proud. He's going to war with them Democrats. He's fighting for our freedom. He risked it all for the people, man. Turn them doubters to believe. We know Matt Gates is trustworthy. Once you get successful, they gon' do you dirty. Woo. We at war with CNN right now. We dropping six-figure ads to make them see us now. They hating cause they can't be like Matt Gates. Them Demis see us with Margie, we win the race. Jan 6, we know the truth. Mike Pence, what's up with you? Us patriots don't rock with you. This movement don't stop with you. You know we bringing Trump back right now. We about to put a lot more red on the map right now. Called up my lawyer like these people lying. They try to frame me, boy, I'm innocent. These commies trying to play my name. Born and raised in that Truman house. They jealous of my fame. Patriots stand tall. Blood's all on the walls. We're not backing down. Matt Gates is making us proud. He's going to war with them Democrats. He's fighting for our freedom. He risked it all for the people, man. Turn them doubters to believe. We know Matt Gates is trustworthy. Once you get successful, they gon' do you dirty.
They spread hate around some fundraising down. Tell the prosecutor to throw this fake investigation. Says trafficking ain't one of our party things. That's a Democrat thing. Shout out to Marjorie Green. She a patriot. These Democrats is atheists. Matt Gates play for keeps. Big target of the elite. Tell these sheep can't pull the wool over my eyes. Some of these sheep gotta watch out cause they wolves all in the sky. I'm a lion, walk with pride. Democrats be talking sly. Knowing Joe a child sniff. My hire Kyle as my hitter. Rittenhouse. Man, I hope Republicans can win the house. The rhinos got it rented out. Let's turn the whole Senate around. Matt Gates and DeSantis making Florida great. We do the type of things they hate in California. Hey, liberals.
Patriots stand tall. Blood's all on the walls. We're not backing down. Matt Gates is making us proud. He's gonna.
It's for Gaudio Blow with Matt Gates. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to We Read the Documents live stream. I'm your host, John Brisson. Remember, MAGA means which? 44 to 47, The Beast and the Harlot, part 29. Hope everybody's doing well out there. So, of course, we have here on Google Translate, MAGA from Latin means a witch. Just remember that. Remember that. We get to the end of the stream. So here's the channel, Antichrist 45. Now, I don't necessarily agree 100% that Trump is the Antichrist. But I do believe it is possible. I do believe he has his hat in the running. If we truly are living in the biblical end times, the biblical end times are right around the corner. If the birth pains are to occur, have already started to occur. So let's listen to Antichrist 45's video on Trump's 66 days piece of security plus a quick channel update. I'm going to stop for the channel update. He's just going to be working during the Christmas holidays and back to videos in January. I'm going to be gone the Thanksgiving weekend. My stepfather-in-law is sadly dealing with cancer right now, so we're going to go see him.
In this video, I want to go over the odd timing of Trump's 2024 announcement, talk about a strange statement from his wife Melania, and give a quick channel update about videos over the next 5 or 6 weeks. First, many of us have seen comments on different channels stating that from the time Trump left office back on January 20th of 2021 up until his announcement this past Tuesday the 15th, a period of 666 days have passed. That's pretty crazy, but
that's quite interesting. But is it 100% accurate? We'll find out.
But is it actually true? Well, almost, but not exactly. It was actually 666 days since Trump's last full day at the White House, which was back on January 19th of 2021, and his announcement a couple of days ago on November 15th, 2022. However, to arrive at the figure of 666 days, we also need to include both the beginning date of January 19, 2021, and the end date of November 15th, 2022.
Close enough. Usually you don't add both, but it's close. It's close. I mean, it's close enough.
In our calculation. That's relevant because usually when calculations are made to determine how much time has passed between two dates, we would include either the beginning date or the end date, but not both.
Interesting, they're both on a Tuesday, huh?
But if we do include both the start date and the end date, we end up with 666 days between Trump's last full day in office and his 2024 announcement. And even if we're slightly bending the rules to calculate how much time has passed, it's still a very odd coincidence. In fact, a couple of weeks before his 2024 announcement, various media outlets were reporting that it was going to be on Monday, November 14th, and then last week it suddenly changed to Tuesday, November 15th. The late change in schedule was certainly a bit odd. It does make us wonder then if Trump deliberately timed his announcement so...
I mean, that's true. They said it was going to happen before the primaries, but then he waited to after the primaries. They did change the date, which was odd. Now, I played the Matt Gaetz rap by Forgot You Blow at the beginning because I do believe, this isn't a prediction. This is just an educated guess, a hypothesis, if you will, that if Ron DeSanctimonious is running against the Trumpster, the Trump might pick Matt Gaetz as vice president because he is also from Florida. Now, we'll see if Ron DeSanctimonious runs against the Don. Someone's going to have to run against the Don. Who's going to be who I believe the Ted Cruz of this cycle, this election cycle, mirroring 2016? I think it's probably going to be Ron DeSanctimonious. But I guess we'll see. Because right now, people have turned against Trump. A lot of people. Not his base, but a lot of the pundits, the former Never Trumpers, the CMP paid pundits and shills. This is getting very interesting. We'll talk about that more in a minute.
That it would add up to 666 days connecting those two events. Or, more likely, I think, if someone in Trump's circle talked him into a slight date change. It could also be a coincidence, of course, because if they really wanted it to be exactly 666 days between those two events, they would have scheduled his 2024 announcement for Wednesday the 16th to make it work out exactly without having to include both the beginning date and the end date. Having said that, I do tend to think that the number 666 just seems to naturally gravitate toward Trump. Remember, during Trump's term as president, we had both a $666 billion budget deficit and a 666-point drop in the stock market.
That's true. Both of those happened.
Neither of those things had ever happened before or since. And of course, we also have the building at 666 Fifth Avenue owned by
Cushy Cush,
his son-in-law Jared, various ways for Trump's own name to add up to 666, and the connection between 666 and gold in the Bible. And we all know how much Trump absolutely loves gold.
It's true.
So whether the 666 days between the two events were planned, or maybe just a very strange coincidence, it does strike me as pretty odd how the number 666 and Donald J. Trump do seem to keep popping up together. It's like they were made for one another. The other story I wanted to cover was the strange statement by Melania Trump. In case you missed it, in a statement to Breitbart News, Melania said, "I await the day when my husband returns to lead an America that is characterized by peace, love, and security."
Now that is interesting. That's very interesting that she would make that statement. Isn't the Antichrist supposed to bring false peace, guided in false, gilded in false light?
Us a bit familiar with the Bible, that sounds an awful lot like 1 Thessalonians 5:3, which reads, "While people are saying peace and security, destruction will come upon them suddenly, like labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape." Some translations, such as the King James, renders the verse as peace and safety, but the meaning is still the same. It's that there's going to come a time when everyone thinks the world is at peace, and we're finally safe from all harm. Then, shockingly, comes destruction. Previously, I viewed this verse as tying in with how the Antichrist will break the covenant with many, bringing sudden destruction upon much of the world, but as of late, I'm thinking it might be connected to how Mystery Babylon is destroyed.
I mean, it's very interesting. It says like labor pains, like the labor pains of the beginning of the end times. While people are saying peace and security, destruction will come upon them suddenly like labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Here we have Trump with the 2022 Zionists of America, Organization of America Gala in person. Oh, we're going to see who's going to be there. Oh, the main award recipient of the Theodore Herzl Medallion. Well, that's Donald John Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. Oh, Kevin McCarthy, the current, well, not yet, but the supposed Speaker of the House for the Republicans. Dr. Miriam and Sheldon G. Adelson, Defender of Israel Award given to Kevin McCarthy. Oh, that's interesting. Kevin McCarthy and Donald Trump. And then, of course, we have presenters. We have Dr. Miriam Adelson. Oh, it's always Alan Morton Dershowitz. Alan Morton Dershowitz. High-profile clients include Nathan Sharansky, President Donald John Trump, Klaus von Bulow, and O.J. Simpson. One of Israel's most ardent and effective defenders. And no mention of Jeffrey Epstein. Of course, no mention to Trump's connections to Jeffrey Epstein. So there you go. Alan Dershowitz presenting an award. I wonder if he presents the award to Donald John Trump, and Miriam Adelson, who's probably going to present the Dr. Miriam and Sheldon G. Adelson Defender of Israel Award to the Honorable Public Representative Kevin McCarthy. Oh, wait. Didn't Pence a few days ago say that Trump had threatened his life and his family because of the January 6th incident? But let's see what he says here when he talks about his new book, So Help Me God, CMP Michael Pence, former Vice President of these United States of America.
I was always loyal to President Donald Trump. He was my president, and he was my friend.
Ah, okay. So you're going to run against him? You going to run against him, Mikey? You going to run against him? You going to come against the Don? What's happening here? Oh, Mike Pence, wait, you're not going to testify to the January 6th committee? You turned them down. Is the January 6th committee going to be dismantled? It was a dog and pony show, right? With CMP Liz Cheney and Benny Thompson, who's owned by the CMP. He's blackmail owned by, the CMP Jack Abramoff, the ultra-Zionist that he is, to the Mariana Islands sex trade scandal. Wait, the January 6th committee was a ruse? Oh, no, John, say it isn't so. They were really going to get down to the bottom of January 6th. Jared Kushner spotted by himself at Mar-a-Lago as Ivanka Trump abandons dad. Ivanka Trump supposedly doesn't have anything to do with politics, but good old Cushy Kush, he was there. Kushner could not miss that opportunity to be at Trump's announcement. He's running for president in 2024 of the Republican Party at Mar-a-Lago. Kushner showed up. It's very interesting, circle back to something I mentioned earlier, of who's now coming out against Trump. His speech was low energy. It wasn't good. Nick Fuentes, maybe temporarily turning on Trump, maybe not. I'll kind of see who was out there supporting Ron DeSanctimonious. You even have some truthers out there on Twitter who say they have some questions about Ron DeSanctimonious, but yet pay him lip service that he would be better than Trump because Trump is the fathered the vaccines, the vaccine president. That'd be Anomaly, a legendary energy who is really good friends with America's Talmudic grandmother and QAnon aficionado Roseanne Barr, the Kabbalist witch herself. That's interesting. It's interesting who is paying lip service to Ron DeSanctimonious and who has turned their back, who has Judased Trump. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Never Trumpers show back up and come against Trump as well. This is a mirror of 2016. That's all it is. This is a mirror of 2016. Is Ron DeSanctimonious going to be the Ted Cruz? The Never Trumpers? You know. Let's see. Glenn Beck hasn't switched yet. He's still in the Trump train. He's Trump train. So let's play a little bit of Trump's announcement. The beginning's important. The end is very important. Okay? So let's see what old Trump and Fia. See what 45's got to say.
There was never a time like this. We turned the page on decades of globalist sellouts and one-sided trade deals, lifted millions out of poverty, and together we built the greatest economy in the history of the world. When the virus hit our shores, I took decisive action and saved lives and the U.S. economy. And by October of the same year, America was roaring back with the #1 fastest economic recovery ever recorded. How about that? All of the incoming administration, and all they had to do was just sit back and watch. Inflation was non-existent. Our southern border was by far the strongest ever. And because the border was so tight, drugs were coming into our country at the lowest level in many, many years. Importantly, after decades of rising energy costs, the United States had finally attained the impossible dream of American energy independence, which soon would have turned into energy dominance.
So Trump going over his quote-unquote accomplishments, his greatest hits as he always does. He wants the praise and adoration.
For the first time in memory, China was reeling and back on its heels. You've never seen that before, because the United States was outdoing them on every single front, and China was paying billions and billions of dollars in taxes and tariffs. The farmers know that because they got 28 billion of it. No president had ever sought or received $1 for our country from China until I came along, and we were getting hundreds of billions of dollars. Many people think that because of this, China played a very active role in the 2020 election. Just saying. Sure, that didn't happen. Instead of jobs and factories leaving America for China, they were, for the first time ever, leaving China for America. Businesses were pouring back because of our historic tax and regulation cuts, the biggest in both categories in history, bigger even than what Ronald Reagan was able to produce, and he produced a lot. China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea were in check and respected. They respected the United States, and quite honestly, they respected me. I knew them well. The vicious ISIS caliphate, which no president was able to conquer, was decimated by me and our great warriors in less than 3 weeks, and al-Baghdadi, its founder, was hunted down and killed. North Korea had not launched a...
Trump is obviously reading a teleprompter through this whole thing, and is very rarely goes off script. But what he's about to say is important. There's 3 main takeaways from the speech. Okay.
Single long-range missile. Since my summit with Chairman Kim Jong-un nearly 3 years before, we developed a relationship And that's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Very good thing, actually, because look at what's happening today. My opponents made me out to be a warmonger and just a terrible person who would immediately go into war. They said during the 2016 campaign that if he becomes president, there will never be a war within weeks, and we will have wars like you've never seen before. It will happen immediately, and yet I've gone decades without a war, the first president to do it for that long a period. The world was at peace, America was prospering, and our country was on track for an amazing future because I made big promises to the American people, and unlike other presidents, I kept my promises. I kept them.
So a couple of points. These are the main points of the speech. One, he talks about decades of peace, no new wars. Okay, remember that. We know that's a lie. They were still bombing Yemen, the attack on Syria. We know all of this. All right, the wars were still going on. Okay, that's one. Two, he talks about the execution of drug dealers. Well, at least Big Pharma alone, but the execution of drug dealers, okay? That's two. Three is Trump playing the greatest hits, all right? His quote-unquote accomplishments. Promises made, promises kept, okay? But let's go to where it gets really good. All right, and it's at the end.
I go home and she says, they do love her. I go home and she says, you look angry and upset. I say, just leave me alone. Hasn't been the easiest thing, but she's been a great first lady and people love her. We will be resisted by the combined forces of the establishment, the media, the special interests, the globalists, the Marxist radicals, the woke corporations, the weaponized power of the federal government, the colossal political machines, the tidal wave of dark money, and the most dangerous domestic censorship system ever created by man or
Censorship, dark money. But this time Trump is saying we are in it together. Now, Trump has done that on occasion. On occasion, he has said, they're against us. We're in this together. A lot of times, though, however, he just talks about himself, that they're persecuting him. But when he really wants people to pay attention, he pulls the we, us.
women, the most dangerous system we've ever had. We will be attacked. We will be slandered. We will be persecuted just as I have been. I have been, but many people in this room have been.
See, he switched back to I have been persecuted, but many people in this room have also been persecuted. So the anger, the retribution that is going to come from Trump, not divine retribution, but satanic retribution, okay, he will punish his enemies. He has made that known in previous statements. Okay, he is the Dawn, all right? That will happen. So right now he's trying to connect with everybody here, right here, all right? And yeah, this speech was one of his worst, okay? And how he delivered it, but not in what he said. If you actually listen to his speech, yeah, a lot of it was the hits. But there was really Gnostic language, especially at the very end. Very just secret, esoteric language in it. Like, the substance of the speech was alarming. What he said was alarming. How he delivered it was calm, calculated, and measurable, and, yes, as some people say, low energy. This isn't off-the-cuff Trump. He very rarely talks this way. He did during some State of the Unions. He did when he addressed the United Nations. You know, that's very interesting. But a lot of the stuff that he said in here, he did a lot of esoteric dog whistling, especially at the end.
But we will not be intimidated. We will persevere. We will stand tall in the storm. We will march
tall in the storm.
Forward into the torrent.
Into the torrent.
We, in the end, will win. Our country will win. We will win. My fellow Americans, we will join together and reverse this staggering American decline, and it is staggering indeed, and we will again restore the spirit of our nation.
Restore the spirit of our nation.
And then we must build and raise up a legacy that will stand without equal in the entire history of the world.
A legacy without equal in the entire history of the world.
With your help, we will create communities where our children will grow up safe and strong.
Safety and prosperity.
Where they will grow up free, prosperous, and well.
So safety like you've never seen, freedom like you've never seen, wealth and prosperity like you've never seen, like Nasara Gassara. Remember, he mentioned dark money earlier. What's the opposite of dark money? Light money. Fiat to Nasara Gassara, right?
We will reestablish the principles of hard work and merit and end the scourge of homelessness that is plaguing our beleaguered Democrat-run cities. We will heal our divisions and bring our people back together through incredible success.
Unity through success. But they hate Trump, right?
We will defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We will expand the frontiers of human knowledge and extend the frontiers of human knowledge. Gnosis. Knowledge so falsely called. Science so falsely called, as Paul wrote to young Pastor Timothy. The horizons of human achievement, and we will plant our beautiful American flag very soon on the surface of Mars. Mars. Not the moon again. Mars. I mean, I don't believe it. But it's so interesting what he's saying. I got started. But we need everyone involved. We need everyone's help. We need to look out for one another. We need to be friends. And we need every patriot on board. Every patriot stand ready. Because this is not just a campaign. This is a quest to save our country. Talking about saving our country. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am asking for your vote. I am asking for your support. And I am asking for your friendship and your prayers. Friendship and prayers. Really, Trump? You and I can go grab a burger. I can make a gluten-free burger at the local place together. Friendship. Oh, okay. Very incredible but dangerous journey. If our movement remains united and confident, then we will shatter the forces of tyranny and we will unleash the glories of liberty for ourselves. Shatter the forces of tyranny, unleash the glorious liberty. Dark to light. And for our children and for generations yet to come. America's golden age is just ahead. And together, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. Well, we will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America glorious again.
Glorious.
And
That's very mighty I am of you, Trump. Very mighty I am.
we will make America great again. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
MAGA means witch. MAGA means witch. And in closing news today, Jack Smith named special counsel to lead DOJ probes of Donald John Trump. Attorney General Merrick Garland appoints experienced prosecutor overseeing investigations and handling documents in Mar-a-Lago in efforts to overturn 2020 election. Now, Jack Smith's real name is John Smith. John L. Smith. Okay. Interesting, JFK went by Jack. Jack is a nickname for John. Don't call me Jack. My name's John. But he was a chief prosecutor at The Hague investigating war crimes in Kosovo. Huh. War crimes. So they're going to bring Trump up on war crimes? So imagine how this looks to all the MAGA supporters and patriots and conservatives and CMPers. Imagine if they indicted Trump on war crimes. But not George W. Bush, Obama, Bill Clinton. This will rally untold support behind Trump. You can already see it now that, Now, I don't think he's going to be indicted on anything. I think that, this guy, this Jack Smith, this John L. Smith, is the left's version of Robert Mueller. No, Trump's not going to be indicted. But the headlines is a Hague war crimes investigator of the crimes of Kosovo is a special counsel heading the DOJ probes of Donald Trump. This will rally people behind Trump like nothing else. So there we go. It's really getting interesting. It's really getting interesting. And Elon Musk, who I believe might be the false prophet, I got another stream on that. They're mulling over whether or not Trump comes back to Twitter. We'll see. We'll see. All right, everybody. Take care. God bless you and yours. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. If you live in America, take care. See you soon.
Come thou fount of every blessing, to my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He my goodness, like a fetter, bind my